benefit plans and its team of attorneys and HR experts. With Tryon, you don't have to grow it alone. Visit RelyOnTryon.com.
You can always rely on Tryon.
Richley on the mound here to begin the 8th inning. What a good 7 innings here today by Colin Ledbetter. Really stretching maybe to see what he had in the tank. 92 a few times at the end to Noah Marcoux, able to strike him out after the leadoff walk as well on 4 pitches. Really able to grit down. Got 3 outs in a row. Schellenbarger, Lawler, and then Marcoux. Now the 1-1 to Lopez Rios. Big swing and a miss. One-two pitch off the glove away for Caruso there. So it's Lopez Rios, Pup, and Porter. 9-1-2 in this order for the Hoppers. Parker kind of playing no doubles depth on the third base line. Here's a 2-2. Swing and a tip into the glove there. Nice start for Richley here in the 8th.
Richley, one of those guys who was caught behind some really good arms on a really good Ball State squad this past year. Kind of a diamond in the rough, possibly. He's been really good since he's gotten to the USPBL. Only had 6 innings of work total at Ball State in this past 2022 season. But he's been a nice addition for the Mammoths. Hopefully he gets a bigger role moving forward. I'd like to see him on the bump more often.
92 away. Fastball, curveball, changeup, and every once in a while a slider here for this righty. 8th appearance overall here today. 1-0. Fastball at 93. Zinged in for strike 1. That is his high this year. It's a decent amount of swings and misses on his fastball. 1-1. Pounded to right. Hanging up enough for Perez for out number 2. Just what the doctor ordered here for these Woolly Mammoths, trying to keep this lead right where it is at 5-2.
Small sample size, but Richley has been really good against righties this year. They're hitting below 100 against him. Lefties at 222 is around average, but it seems like they're the only opportunity to do damage. And the Hoppers trying to fight back into this game down by 3 runs. Need Porter, who's already had a really good game, to start things off here in the 8th.
Yeah, already hit a home run here today. You can see the way that Bagneski and Leaf are playing him. They're well deep in center and right here today. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss. Fastball at 93. 1 strike away from punching in and out of this inning. Ledbetter had 7 Ks through 7. Right into the glove of Dwayne. Kind of faded just in time behind the second base bag. And a 1-2-3 breeze for Richley. Back with more after this here on the USPBL Network.
How do these business owners find the time for peace of mind? Because they rely on Tryon to handle difficult and time-consuming HR tasks like payroll, benefits administration, and more. Working with Tryon, one of the nation's top professional employer organizations, provides access to top-tier health care and employee benefit plans and its team of attorneys and HR experts. With Tryon, you don't have to grow it alone. Visit RelyOnTryon.com.
You can always rely on Tryon.
We joined Green Path and instantly felt a support around us.
They developed a plan on paper, and this is how we're going to do it.
The plan that they gave me was something that was sustainable. It was something I could do. It was actually lowering my payments monthly by hundreds of dollars.
Choosing GreenPath is a no-brainer.
Great seats at a great price. Get them safer, simpler, and smarter with Ticket Smarter. A proud partner to the biggest names in live sports and events, including ESPN events and iHeartRadio. Ticket Smarter has seats for over 125,000 live events and 48 million tickets for sale. All backed with the Ticket Smarter 100% ticket guarantee. Thinking about your next great live event? Think smarter. Think Ticket Smarter. Get your tickets your way, guaranteed at Ticketsmarter.com.
Luke Drummond now on the mound here for the Eastside Diamond Hoppers. He will take over for Harry Orth here in the 8th inning. Buddy Dwayne Jr., Christian Perez, Connor Bagneski, your scheduled 3 due up here in the 8th.
Yeah, we kind of expected Drummond to be, besides Orth and Verbrugge, the only other arm available for the Hoppers, despite throwing 2 yesterday. Surprised to see him come in the 8th, though. I thought they might stretch Orth for 3 and then make Drummond only do 1, but maybe the expectation is that they don't come back and tie this game and have to go to the bottom of the 9th.
1-0, pump to left, hanging up there enough for Marcoux. We'll signal 1 out, and that's quietly now 5 straight retired between Orth and Drummond. Christian Perez hit a ball pretty hard to the gap in left center field in his middle at bat back in the 4th, but Porter was able to dig that out of the ground, as he often does. Chopped on the ground to third base. Rivera fires over to first. 2 up and 2 down here in the 8th. Both of these pitchers cruising through.
Yeah, nice job by Drummond. I was going to say pretty soft contact on those first 2 guys. Dwayne, in particular, a dangerous hitter, tends to hit the ball relatively hard.
Want to know quickly here on Connor Bagneski. Pitch slides in for strike 1. Outfield deep on Bagneski as well. Infield back with nobody on and 2 outs. 1-1 in there for strike 2. Big 3-run 5th for this Mammoth offense. Leaf with the 3-run home run, the difference in this game right now. Line drive right to Pup, and that will be for the 3rd out here in the 8th inning. To the 9th we go. A 3-1 ball game still.
At Fifth Third Bank, we're working hard to make banking a Fifth Third better. With free checking and fraud protection services, 166.7% is possible.
166.7.
This is banking, a Fifth Third better.
You hear about the promo that Jimmy's John's got going on? 5 off 20? How they pulling it off? Magic? You got David's Copperfields in there? Show yourself, Copperfields!
Jimmy John's. $5 off orders of 20 or more.
What makes Detroit Mercy so unique is the fact that it's in the middle of Detroit, and especially with their service learning programs, you really get a chance to be a part of the community.
Detroit Mercy. Build a boundless future.
They call me Prospects. Since the day I was born as a diver's watch, the challengers of the world have taught me many things. Life is not a numbers game. It's about challenging ourselves. No matter what happens, just follow your heart. These pioneers drive our generation forward. Not by setting records, but by never giving up. Keep going forward. Prospects.
Available at Lucido Fine Jewelry.
Jeremy and Brendan back with you here from the ballpark. Richley on for one inning of work in the 8th. It will be Kyle Bischoff who will take over, one of the newer additions to this Mammoth pitching staff. Bischoff takes over in the 9th, just trying to look for a hold right now. He's been solid. They really liked how he looked the other day. The 2 innings of work, a non-public game.
He's a guy that not only the Mammoths but the higher-ups here in the USPBL like his potential, like what they saw. He was lights out at Michigan State, a fun guy to watch. He's brought some of that over to the USPBL. Just a flamethrower out of the bullpen, heavy velocity, a lot of RPMs when he throws the pitches right.
Fastball, slider, changeup for Bischoff. That fastball has gotten up to 95 this year. There's 93 as he zings inside for strike 1 to the middle of this order for the Hoppers. 9th inning brought to you by UWM. We thank UWM for their partnership with the USPBL network. There's a changeup, which he hasn't thrown all too much here in the USPBL this year. 1-1. Fastball in for strike 2. Everybody back. The wind's still blowing out to right in the outfield, and the infielders are back on the edge of the grass as well. This one popped up. Dwayne under it. Stares out number 1 into his glove.
Bischoff not only with the high velocity, but works pretty quickly too. And with your last chance, if you're the Hoppers, that just makes life so much more difficult. It's hard enough to come in and face a good closer, but when they can go quickly and they're right on top of you, it feels like you got to be ready to hit if you're stepping into that batter's box.
First pitch to Burke, 94 by him. Bigger part, not looking for the hole, looking for the save. At this point, obviously, with the Mammoths up, said that at the beginning of the inning. 0-1, quickly in for strike 2. It would be his first pro save here tonight. Had plenty at Michigan State. We've kind of discussed that in the past. Not a whole lot of victories for MSU this year, but the save numbers pretty remarkable for how many wins they did get overall.
Yeah, 50% of their wins were saved by this guy on the mound.
1-2 just nicked at the plate, and it bit Nick Caruso, and he's really feeling that one now behind home plate.
Never want to see that. Waiting on the replay on YouTube. Hit him in the man zone. No matter how much protection you've got or how ready you think you are, never quite ready for something like that to happen.
Well, Taylor Jellikowski, the former pro catcher, knows a few things about that himself, obviously. As they tend to Caruso, we'll step aside for a moment. Bischoff looking to finish off this win. 1-2 count with 1 out. We'll continue hopefully soon when we get back.
As your neighbor who works at Ascension, Michigan, and a cardiologist who's practiced for more than 20 years, I'm going to keep asking, how are you feeling today? Your care can't wait. Getting care sooner can mean catching things before they get worse. At Ascension, Michigan, our ERs and our hospitals and other sites of care are maintaining strict precautions for your safety. Studies have shown that people will get care sooner if they're encouraged by their doctors, family, and friends. Get the care you need at getascensionmichigancare.com.
Great seats at a great price. Get them safer, simpler, and smarter with Ticket Smarter. A proud partner to the biggest names in live sports and events, including ESPN events and iHeartRadio. Ticket Smarter has seats for over 125,000 live events and 48 million tickets for sale. All backed with the Ticket Smarter 100% ticket guarantee. Thinking about your next great live event? Think smarter. Think Ticket Smarter. Get your tickets your way, guaranteed at ticketsmarter.com.
Caruso is still trying to shake it off here. The Mammoths really don't have a clear backup catcher. So not really sure, to be honest, who they might put there. I mean, Duncan Hewitt obviously in the lineup at DH, so you lose the DH. Does that matter at this point? Not really.
Probably not, yeah.
And I mean, you do that anyway just because it's a shorter bench here in the USPBL than most. You don't need as many players with a shorter schedule, not playing every day of the week. So Kyle Bischoff, who's not thrown in a moment or two.
Couple smirks after all of that. Can't help but feel bad for Nick Caruso. Props to him for the time being, trying to tough it out.
So Burke today, again, 0 for 3. Strikeout, pop out, ground out. 1 for 2, or 1 and 2 is the count with 1 out. First out of the inning recorded off the bat of Rivera, the pop-up. That one popped 95. As it reaches outside, 2-2. So matches his season high now. Even pitch, fly ball to left center field. Bagneski has had a good beat on balls here today as he steers it straight into the glove for out number 2. How about a score from Major League Baseball? 19-3, Toronto over Boston right now. My goodness.
Jeez.
What inning was that in? The 6th? The 5th? Goodness gracious.
Boston's no slouch either. I mean, they're not great, but they're not horrible. And Toronto's they're good, but they're no powerhouse. They're no Yankees. Wow, that's 19 in the 5th. I wonder how many of those are already from a position player on the mound.
If none, there will be soon, you'd think. Swinging through that is Nick Kreitzer. I guess the only caveat is the bullpen should be fairly rested after the
break,
All-Star break. Yeah, not the way you want to start it, though. First game, you use everybody. Change up away, 2-0, or 2-1 on Kreitzer. Not a lot of sliders so far here from Bischoff. It's his 3rd or 4th changeup used already. Fastball high. 3-1 on Nick. Bryant Schellenbarger on deck if Kreitzer can reach. He's already reached 3 times today. Pairs singles and a walk. 3-1. Fastball in for strike 2. Thought he had coaxed the walk there.
Always funny to see guys get caught up sometimes.
Here's the 3-2, swing and a miss. At the top of the zone, and Bischoff hammers home the save here today. Despite the delay by Nick Caruso, those two exchange a big hug. That's a cool scene as the Mammoths rush onto the field. 5-2 your final score. Our Detroit Mercy postgame when we get back here on the USPBL Network.
I'm all in with HR and Organizational Development Council.
I'm all in with Marketing and Business Development Council.
I'm all in with Operations and Member Experience Council.
I'm all in with CEO Council.
I'm all in with Lending Council.
I'm all in with CFO Council.
I'm all in with Technology Council.
Our credit union is all in with CUNA Councils.
We apologize for some technical difficulties with our microphone. That's Brian Leaf, our player of the game. A 3-run blast for him in the 5th inning was the difference maker in this game between the Hoppers and the Mammoths. The Mammoths now move to 9-15. The Hoppers 9-16 with the loss. Leaf had a 3-run blast in the 5th that brought home Houston Parker and Nick Caruso. 3 hits in that inning. That was really the only tough inning for Andrew Verbrugge, the starter for the Hoppers. He went 5 complete, 4 runs, only 3 of them earned on 5 hits, 4 walks, and 6 strikeouts. On the other side, though, for the Mammoths, Colin Ledbetter had perhaps his best appearance we've seen all year, other than 7 strikeouts in 3 innings way earlier in the year. But he had his second start of this season, 7 complete, 2 runs on 4 scattered hits, 1 walk, and 7 strikeouts. Was really impressed with the way he went out there in the 7th inning, gave the only walk, a leadoff 4-pitch walk to Nick Kreitzer. Taylor Jellikowski, his manager, came out, talked to him, I believe asked him if he wants to finish the 7th. Ledbetter stayed in, got a fly out, a pop out, and then a strikeout to end his day. Really impressed with him, went 90-plus pitches and did get the win. Kyle Bischoff came in and earned his first professional save, something he did a great job of in college, was second all-time on Michigan State's single-season saves list with 12 in this past season. Pop out, fly out, strikeout in the 9th to end it. The RBIs today belong to Blake Porter. He had a solo shot in the 4th for the Hoppers that opened up the scoring in this game. Nobody gets the RBI on the wild pitch for Pup, who scored in the 6th. And then on the other side for the Mammoths, Brown scored on a sacrifice fly from Duncan Hewitt in the 4th to open things up for them. Leaf had the 3 RBIs on the 3-run blast. And then it was Connor Bagneski who scored the 5th run on a right field single from Wade Weinberger Jr. 5 for the Mammoths, 2 for the Hoppers. We'll be back tomorrow for a doubleheader right here on the USPBL Network. For Jeremy Otto, I'm Brendan Shabath, and everyone at our amazing USPBL Network crew, thanks so much, and we'll see you tomorrow.